Okay, so now we're done, and we've changed the battery and the chip so we can continue on with this. Thanks for being a good sport. Hi everybody, it's day 16,312 of my life, and I'm here to introduce you to another recipe. Today I'm going to make you some Salsa Verde, or sometimes people just call it green salsa, but we call it here in California Salsa Verde because it is green. Anyway, we got some ingredients, and let me show them to you real quick here. So for this recipe, you're going to need 1 pound of tomatillos, a head of garlic, a couple Serrano chilies, a bunch of green or spring onions, whatever you like to call them, a bunch of cilantro, some salt, an onion, some limes, and a bag of tortilla chips. Now these are La Tolteca chips, which I'm not sponsored by them, but they are a local company and I love them. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to prepare the tomatillos because they actually have to be a little bit cooked in order to be good. I guess you could eat them raw, but I don't like them that way, and I don't know anybody who eats them raw. So let me show you. I've got a couple here on my platter here. So first of all, let me explain the tomatillo. The tomatillo is a little bit like a tomato. It's kind of the cousin. It comes in these little lanterns, these little paper sheaths, that how it naturally grows, and I'm excited because I've got some in my garden, but they're not ready yet. And all you do is you just pull them open, and you'll see there's the fruit, which is also a cousin to the gooseberry, which looks a lot like the gooseberry. So you just give this a twist, and off it comes, and it looks like a green tomato. The thing is with these is they're very sticky, so you want to give these a wash, and then you're just going to slice them in half. And I'll just show you what they're going to look like when you slice them in half. They look like this. It's kind of like a tomato, but a little bit different. So I did some, and let me show you what they look like in the pot. Okay, so once you get all of the outside skins taken off, just give these a little wash, and slice them in half, and put them in a pot like this. Then all you have to do is add a little bit of water just to cover them, put them on the stove, and cook just until they're soft. So I'm going to guess about 10 to 15 minutes. And then I'll show you what they're going to look like when they're cooked. Okay, so here you can see what they look like when they're cooked. If you've noticed, they're a little bit darker and they're definitely soft. So now I'm going to let them cool, and then we'll put them in the food processor. So we're going to set those aside. We're going to put them in the food processor in just a minute. But let me cut open a couple limes real quick. So we're going to use these. And through the movie magic, the other ingredients that we had earlier, we've got our Serrano chilies, which are already diced up. We've got our garlic, which is diced up. It's been oxidizing in the hot lights here, that's why it looks a little brown. It's still fine. We've got our green onions, and we've got our cilantro. So, very easy. You're just going to use your food processor. If you don't have a food processor, you can use a blender, or if you don't have that, you can just chop the heck out of it with a big knife. That works as well. But I love the food processor. So we're just going to open this up. And the first thing I'm going to put in is the green onions. Put all those in here. And the chilies. Very easy. And the garlic. Set these aside. And some lime squeezes. Just squeeze them in there for some fresh flavor. I told you this is easy. It's as easy as it gets. You could probably do this whole thing in probably, other than the cooking time, 15 minutes. And a couple more limes, because I like mine really limey. Tastes fresher that way. Okay, so we're just going to put the top on, and then we're just going to pulse it. What did I forget? Nope, the cilantro doesn't go in. I got Jim here helping me. Hi, Jim.
Hi.
So he's pointing to the cilantro. No, cilantro goes in later because it's already chopped. And we don't want to make the, it's a good thing to know, we don't want to make the cilantro too fine because then it gets like mush and it's just not good. So thanks for the reminder, but it'll take a second. So we're going to put that in there. Oh, I did forget something. A couple pinches of salt. I've got a measuring spoon here just to help me. Not this big one, but I'm just using it to get some out. So about a teaspoon of salt. We'll start there. Maybe we'll put more than that afterwards. So we're just going to give this a couple pulses because I give it a light chop, but we want it to just chop up a little bit more. Nobody wants to get a big mouthful of Serrano chilies. By the way, I put a lot of Serrano chilies in there, so this is probably going to be pretty spicy, but no problem. Okay, so then we're just going to put our tomatillos, and I've got a paddle here. You got a little bit of the juice goes in there. That's easy. And then put our top back on, clean up our area, and then turn it on. And literally, it's done. Let me give it just a whirl more. Now, I'm going to give it a little taste because I want to check for the salt. And I don't have a spoon. And I got a spoon, so I'm just going to give this a little taste. Salt is right on. That's good to go. Set this aside. Put this over here. Now watch this. I have a little bowl. Oh, and thank you, Jim. Oh, cilantro. We're going to start about with half of it. Let's see how it looks. And then we'll mix the rest in if we need to. Oh, that looks muy bien. Let's extend my Spanish. You can see. And then I'm just going to hold the knife in and pour this out. And you can see it's a little chunky. I like it that way. And I'm making a big mess. It's alright, we'll just clean that up. Now, this bowl is special because it actually goes with a vintage set. Ooh. How about that? Yeah. You just like this in here. Oh, special! And then, some chips. Put these in here. And look, how quick did this party come together?
And the guests aren't even here yet.
And the guests aren't even here yet. So, just want to show you. Check that out. Hey, Jamie, want to give this a try?
Sure. Don't mind if I do. This looks good.
I'll have a little chip so don't choke like the last taste had something.
Oh, that's really good.
I think it's pretty good. So, you've seen how easy it is to make salsa verde. Don't buy it. Make it. Just one more check. Okay, you guys. That's all for today. I'm glad you guys checked in. I hope you try this recipe. Please, in the comments below, tell me, did you like this? Do you want to see more of this? What else do you want to see me cook? I know it's hotter than blue blazes this week, but I know it'll get cold eventually, and we actually use fire to cook things. So, I'd love to hear from you. Comments down below, like, thumbs up, all that kind of good stuff. Love to hear from you. You can also find me on Tumblr at Eudaemonius, that's EUDAEMONIUS, and on Twitter at the same. Thanks, guys. Bye. Bing. And then bing. Just reach on in here. Here, I'll reach it out to you. Hi, everybody. There's a bug.
I saw that flying.
Where'd it go? Right.